Welcome, welcome beautiful yogis. Let's practice together. Hope you had a lovely, lovely Thanksgiving and our bodies just might be craving a little yoga to fix it, right? So let's begin seated. Catch the inhale as we shrug the shoulders up around the ears, make that prune face, fisty, tight fists, clench your buttocks. And then on the exhale, we just let all that go, falling away of the shoulders and your face relaxed. Inhaling in. Prune face, please. Pucker up, squeeze in, contract. Even the toes clenching. And then release on your exhale and the lovely softening. And let's do it one more time. Breathe in. Hold the breath with the big clenchy, puckering, squeezing, drawing in, gathering all the unconscious tension, which we now exhale away. Nice, good. Leaving your shoulders relaxed now. Take a nice deep nose breath in. And this time we'll blow it away. And the nose in again, deep and slow and relaxed. Blowing it away, this arriving into the body here and now. One more opening breath. And blowing it away. Now this time as we blow the breath away, lower your chin, lift your chest. And now please circle your face, using the nose as a pointer, circling around the clock, and being present with how this feels, this gentle beginning to move the body. 3 times round in the one direction, and then reverse. And as we complete the 6 o'clock position, inhale, lift your chest and your face, and stay really tall as the shoulders fall back and down on exhale. So nice in our Buddha seat for the in, and a simple look over your right shoulder while exhaling, turning your face back to center on inhalation. And we go the other way, looking over your other shoulder. One more each way. Stay with your breath. Nice. And as we come back to center, hang your arms around your knees and around your back, looking down. And as you're ready to draw the breath in, bring your chest forward and up, shoulders back and down. And arch the spine as we look up to the 12 o'clock position. The exhalation, the rounding of the back, and lowering of the chin and the eyes to the 6 o'clock position. Couple more of these. Nice gentle starting to our moving. This precarious time of year when there are so many gatherings, and different foods to eat, and gosh, what an amazing thing that is. But to come back to the breathing body, coming into optimal alignment, is such a beautiful gift. Let's do one more of these. And rounding. Good. So as we inhale the spine to the vertical axis, bring your arms wide and sweep them upwards. And then the exhale, bringing the arms level with the horizon, palms open, filling up with the breath. And on the exhalation, rotate to your right. Stay for the inhalation. Go further to the right and lower the hands to create now this upward spine and mobile moving rib cage to your right. Lovely twist. Stay for inhale, and then we'll look over the left shoulder for exhale. Stay for inhale. Leaning towards that knee, bring your right arm up and over, opening now to the side bend and the ribs. Stretching, looking under the arm for in, and looking down for the out breath. Let's repeat that one more time. And as we look down, bring the torso back, lower the arm to the opposite knee. So we've got crossed arms holding the knees, and round your back again, droop back. Inhaling, release the knees, wrap your arms into the caduceus arms or hold your shoulders, raising your elbows. Big, full, lovely inhalation, and then the exhale, we round the back. And this variation now of the cow stretch. Inhale, rise. And exhale, bowing in. One more. And bowing in. Great. And so now as we come back up, inhale your arms along the horizon, stretching wide, palms, shoulders rolled back. And exhale, we'll take it to the other way, to your left. Stay for breath in. Go further to the left and lower the hands to support the tall spine, which on the exhale rotates a little further to your left. Stay for the inhalation, head only turning on exhalation. Good, and then we'll lean towards that knee and bring your left arm up and next to the ear and begin to spread your side ribs. Slow moving head with breath, looking up on in and down on out breath. We'll take it one more time. Great. And as we come upright, the arm crosses over to the opposite knee, hands over the knee, round your back. Ready to breathe in, let go the knees that drop. Chest lifts, wrap your forearms, inhaling, elbows high. And the exhale is this bowing down the midline. Twice more. Meeting your body with kindness and generosity and deep respect. One more time. As we come up again, unravel the arms, stretch them wide, and clasp hands at your back. Now we lift the heart as the elbows straighten, drawing them back, and lifting your chin on the inhalation, and lowering your chin on the exhalation. Nice moving of your great inhale, chin lifts. And exhale, chin lowers, all the while the arms are reaching back. We have one more. And releasing your hands from behind. Let's undo the cross of the legs and come into cobbler's pose, bringing your matched feet, soles of the feet, a little further. and your sit bones rooting onto your mat to lift the heart on inhale and come forward. Hands sliding towards your feet, and it's a bowing along the midline now, where we'll linger to feel everything, to experience the breath, and dropping deeper into this breathing, miraculous body that knows exactly what's needed as we give it space, respect, attention. It is the vessel for our consciousness, and we need it still in a few more years. Last exhale, lovely forward fold, going deeper maybe. And then inhale, come back up, help your knees back up. Great. Let's walk the feet wider apart. The knees stay bent, and we'll use the hands behind to drop the knees side to side. Thanks for adjusting your camera. It's really nice to see you, and it feels more connected that we're moving together. I do see you. It's great. And we're just rocking now the knees side to side. Nice, everyone. And we'll come back to the center line, walk the feet a little closer in. And let's slide your right leg forward, straight, and bring your left heel in close. Left knee is out to the left. As we now raise the opposite arm, so your left arm lifting, inhale, and exhale over the leg. We'll have a couple more goes at this. Inhale, nice big lift, soaring, lifting, full of breath. And forward we go, bowing in. And one more. Come forward and now hold on to your foot, your ankle or your knee with the both hands. Raise your heart on this inhale. Feel how this looks like a little cobra. And then as we exhale and fold closer, we can look down and feel the moment in this breathing body. At this beautiful time where evening is falling and the beautiful full moon will be rising. We have rare, clear skies today on the coast. And I hope you too will be able to see the glorious full moon. Two more breaths. And then we'll walk the hands up the leg and bring the bent knee up and set the foot over the straight leg for an upright twist. Opposite arm this time. Your right arm around, turn left, and use the hand behind you. And so this twist feels different to the last one. We're accessing different muscles and different areas. And twists are always considered a lovely way to squeeze internally the sense of cleansing, all that sugar and stuff. I think that's a myth, but it's a nice thought. And on the exhale, just your head turns the other way. And we release the shape. Coming back to center, releasing all that squeezing, and blood flow is happening, which is a nice thing. We'll switch legs. It's going to be your right leg that's bent out and your left leg directly forward. And the opposite arm, your right arm inhales up And exhale, reach over your leg and come on up. And forward. And up. And this time we'll grab a hold where we can, bring the other hand in, lifting the heart for a cobra spine, and then inching forward, heart towards your legs and the gaze down, and the attention right in the body deeply, feeling, welcoming all that's here. The penetrating inhalation and the releasing exhalation. One more. Strong as we walk the hands now back up the leg and set up for our seated twist. Step your foot over, sit upright, and again it's the opposite arm wraps around the knee and your rotation now the other way to your right, and breathing into all the places that we can feel here. And so when we become inward and sense the body in this shape, we kind of disengage from the narrative mind that's always so busy into the felt sense of awareness in this body, in this vessel. Great, and then we'll wind back to center and do another symmetrical forward bend in cobbler's pose. So the last time we had the feet far away, see how it would be to bring your matched soles of the feet in a little closer. Just what your body's willing to do. Great. All right, let's hold the feet and just flap a little bit. Flap the knees, hinging that femur bone in this hip socket. Little inseam muscle exercising, stretching and releasing. Great, and when that feels enough, let the knees fall apart and let your spine rise on inhale, and then we'll bring the heart leading forward. Now you may come a lot, you may come just a teensy bit, but with your gaze lowered now, perhaps your elbows on your legs to encourage the widening, and be with your breath. Great, and let's inhale back up, help the knees in, and slide both legs straight. Make your legs as long as they will go, and then you take your sit bones back a little bit to just get that nice extension. Let's take both arms, inhale them up, lift your heart, and then we're taking 3 goes at this. Exhale, come forward, so your core has to work a little bit. Inhale, raise your arms and your heart. Beautiful elevation. Exhale, maybe a little bit more forward. And one more, a big lift. And exhale, we're going for the toes, but we may only reach the ankles. See what happens. Let it be okay. Heart lifting, inhale. And then the heart leading forward bend. Ooh, new places to feel. Bring your breath there. Good, and then let go wherever you're holding. Walk your way back up the legs. Terrific. Relax the legs, paddle your feet. And so now we'll slowly make our way onto our backs, starting to engage the core muscles more. So let's go down slowly. First, sitting along the length of your mat, with your feet flat and your heart lifted and leaning back a little bit, and the palms open. Heart lifting, inhale. Keep your heart open as we lean back a little bit. Inhale, rise. And exhale, go back. So the feet are glued and the knees are steady. A rising on inhale and a drawing back towards the mat on exhale. Probably not all the way. It'll be hard to get up again. Inhale forward. And exhale back, maybe a little forward, further. Slowly, incrementally, we are getting bolder and stronger. Giving it one more. And then this time we'll go all the way down onto the back. So I know using your arms would be really helpful. Or you can just try and do it slowly and all the way down. And the landing moment is so awesome. Feel your upper body relax, your core relax. So take a little moment feeling that nice moment of ease and arriving. And now let's bring the hands to cup the head. Take a little moment, just let your head rest in the pillow of your hands. Tuck the tail so that your sacrum is nicely flattened into the mat. And then take the feet off the floor. So the feet are now near the buttocks. Good. On an exhale, lift your head up, looking towards your legs. And now we're going to cycle the legs low to the ground. On the exhale, the leg straightens. Inhale, back. And exhale, push, pedal the other leg straight. So staying with the breath, the pushing is the exhale. Support your head. Keep your low back pinned to the mat. And stretching the legs one at a time, close to the ground. So the legs have had a little bit of a stretch and forward bend. And so pushing them to straight, pushing through the heel will feel good. Can we go a little further with this one? Good, and a 3, and 2, and that last one. Gently let your head come to the ground, your feet to the mat. Enjoy the landing, releasing of all those muscles. And then walk your feet towards the edges of the mat as we release into the hips and the core by letting your knees and hips roll side to side. With the wide feet, very similar to what we did seated. Such an easy way to just allow for more mobility. And as we complete, we'll come back to center, walking the feet to about hips width. And bringing your palms down near the hips. So this is a cross-body sequence where we'll take the right arm overhead and send the left leg straight out, just above the floor. Stretch it out, inhale, and then exhale, bring the arm and the foot back. Left arm, right leg, extend, get really long, and exhale, return. Stay with this sequence, matched with the breath. A nice easy one here. Completing with the left arm and the right leg. Great. And then as your right foot lands, feel the landing moment. And now lift your feet up off the mat so they are shin bones parallel to the mat. Snuggle your sacrum into the mat. And this is the same action, but this is our starting point. Right arm, left leg, extend, inhale, and come back, exhale. And you feel the slightly different muscles at work now. Let it be enjoyable. It's good to love the moment. It's good to enjoy what we're doing. We do what we love, and we make a point of what we don't love. Try and make it fun so that we're in the flow. Good. We've got one more each side, and we'll complete when you get to the left arm, right leg, completion. And let the hands and the feet come back to land. Relax your belly, relax your back. Great. So now let's take the arms out from the shoulders. Feet again off the mat, knees over hips, shin bones parallel to the mat. Filling up with the breath in this open place. Then the knees towards the left and your head towards the right on the exhale. Try to keep the right angle behind the knees. Back to center. Inhale. And knees to the right, head left. And stay with this. We work along the length of the body and then we work across the body. So everything is included. The whole body is included in our practice. This is our reset, get back on track after the delicious long weekend. One more each way. Good. Now as we come back to center, cup your head with your hands. Feet are off the mat still. Good. And now we're going to come across the midline. So fill up with the breath. Exhale, your upper body lifts the right elbow towards the left knee while your right leg pedals straight. Back on inhale and across we go. Second side. And coming back. So let's continue with this. Keep going a little longer. And we got one more each side. Nice, and land your head and your feet. Just take a little moment in cobbler's pose, open shoulders, palms, thighs. Relaxed moment to feel the releasing of the core muscles and how the inhalation can go deep into the belly. Great, everyone. Bring your knees up. Slide your legs straight with vigor through the legs and feet, toes drawn back, and take your arms level with the shoulders, forming a cross shape. Raise the right leg on the inhale and the right foot towards your left hand, rolling onto the left hip as we exhale. Coming up, inhale and lower the leg. Good, left leg comes up. Over goes the straight left leg towards the right arm and bring it back. So move slowly with awareness. How now again we are crossing over the body. And we'll do one more each side. And all the way up to lower that leg and relax your limbs completely. Let go the effort, feel the grace that we drop into. Gratitude and grace, they go together. Great. Now bend the knees again so the feet are flat, allowing you to raise your hips and tuck your wrists or your palms flat under your low back, allowing us now to take both legs to vertical flexed feet. Inhale, the legs wide apart, toes point down, and squeeze your legs together. Exhale. Stay with this, letting the inseams awaken in hips and quads and all these different areas in the legs. And we'll do two more. As you bring your legs back together, holding them at the vertical place, fill up with the breath. Slowly take your left leg down to the mat, the right leg staying vertical. And raise the left leg on the inhalation. And lower the right leg on the exhalation. And stay with this. Inhale, come up. Left leg, exhale slowly down. Keep it long and straight. The vigor in your ankle. Nice. Soles of the feet are enlivened too. Nothing floppy about the feet right here. They are engaged. Even the toes are spreading. As the legs lift and lower with breath. Great, everyone. And our last one. To bring that leg up, bend your knees now and wrap your arms around the knees and draw everything in close. Low back, belly. Good. And now resume again that same hand position, slightly tucked under your low back. Take both legs straight up to vertical again. And now both legs lower together, a third of the way. Return to vertical on inhale. And we'll go a little further down with the straight legs. And up. And then the third one, we're going to go as far as the back feels good. Core working. Maybe there's a little touchdown moment to come back up on the in. Good. Second set, same as the first. A third of the way and back. These are approximations. 2/3 of the way and back. And then this final one where we maybe touch down and back up. Lovely, that's 2 sets. Let's do one more. You know that you can rest anytime you like. We're on the last lowering of the both legs as far as we can to the touchdown and come back up and bend the knees and hug in again. A little rock and roll side to side. And now let's go all the way to the side, to hands and knees. All right, so let's do hands and knees. Repair any disheveling along the way. Good, cow-cat. Inhalation, heart lifts. Exhalation, round your back and go towards your feet. Extended child's pose towards. Come forward again, inhale. Heart leading. The exhale is the rounding under. Far as you can towards your heels. And nice and smooth. We have 2 more. Good, last one coming up. And from this extended child's pose, inhale, come forward. Your hands a little forward of the shoulders, toes curl, and let's take the knees up for downward dog. And now engage the entire body. Standing on the fullness of your hands, ball of the feet, wrist, troubles, you can try, fists. Sometimes that's helpful. Or be on the forearms. Good, let's raise the heels, lower the heels. One more. Great, and then from here, let's walk the feet to the front of the mat. Coming to the standing forward bend, hands on shin bones halfway up. Exhale, fold, clasp the hands at your sacrum. The knees can be bent and have a nice little deep tuck here as the shoulders open with the arms rolling away from the back overhead. Looking through your legs. Nice, everyone. And lower your hands to your thighs, and let's press up to stand tall. And let's take the arms overhead and come to prayer pose. Good. So be sure that you have space behind you on your mat. As we inhale, the arms widen up. Forward bend exhalation. Halfway up, inhale. Good. And now bring your hands to the mat. Step your left leg back and lower the knee to the mat. Inhale, raise the arms up. And now as we exhale, hands back to the ground, a step forward. Clasp the hands at the sacrum, knees are bent. Lift your heart, inhale, and then fold over the legs, arms overhead. Rooting the feet, inhale, come upright, arms alongside, press your hips forward, prayer pose above the head, and into the heart we go. Good, circle through, inhale, widen up. Exhale the forward bend. Halfway up, breath in. This time with the hands on the mat, the right leg steps back, letting the knee land. And inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat to step forward. As we did, knees are bent, hands are clasped behind. Heart lifting, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, lie over your legs and extend the arms far and up. Inhale, come up. Arms overhead and draw it down into your heart. Good, let's pause for a breath here. And we'll go again. Inhale, root the feet as the arms sweep and the heart bows. And it's a halfway up. Hands to the mat to support this left foot way back and the knee landing. Beautiful lifting of heart and arms. Exhale, bowing to the earth, hands down, step forward. Clasping again, halfway up, breath in. Fold over your legs. And all the way up. To return to prayer pose. Good, and let's continue right on. Arms circle around and up. Exhale, forward bend. Halfway up, breath in. The right leg steps back, knee to the ground. And rise. Ooh, so beautiful, flowing. Exhale, hands to the mat, step forward. Halfway up. Deep fold, big shoulder opening, heart opening, and rise. All the way up. And prayer pose. Great, and pause a moment. Let's step now the right foot back, angle the heel, and square the hips as we wrap the left arm behind the back and raise the right arm. Inhale, root the feet, arm lifts. Exhale, halfway forward, flat back. Inhale, come up again. So we're only going halfway. A good stretch for the back, working the core. Inhale up. Good, and on this third one, exhale halfway, bring your left arm forward as well. Inhale, swim the arms along the horizon, and exhale, lower. So bring them forward, inhale, open chest, and lower. One more. Reach the arms forward, swim them wide, strong legs and core, and lower. Good, let's hands to hips, step forward, stand tall, pause, and feel all this. Great, so this time it's the right foot steps back. No, it's the left foot that steps back, sorry. Left foot back, root, right arm wraps, and left arm soars with the inhalation, rooting and lengthening. Exhale halfway. And coming up. Beautiful, looking good. Exhale forward. So all the while the core is working. Inhale up. I think this is our third one. We're going to exhale, stay here. Bring your right arm forward as well. Fill up with a breath. And then swim the arms back. Lowering them and bring them forward. Inhale. And swim the arms back on the exhale. We've got one to go. Hands to hips. 2 step forward, stand tall. And feel now this moment. And bringing the hands to prayer pose. Flowing as we have been with little variations. Root your feet and inhale, arms widened up. It's a forward bend, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. To the downward dog on the exhale. Come to plank on inhale. Lower all the way down on exhale. And we'll take Sphinx pose with the 3 breaths. Rooting through the forearms, let the heart lift, your legs stretch. Slowing the breath down, even though maybe the heart rate goes up a little bit with these stronger sequences. I can feel it talking and breathing at the same time. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lower your chest, slide the hands back, curl the toes. Some of you will go to plank, most of us will go to our knees. Dip back to touch the heels. And then come into downward facing dog. Finding our way here to back to equanimity. Balance, centered. With the feet close together, raise your left leg high up behind you. Exhale your left foot forward between the hands and follow with your right foot. Hands on shins for the halfway up. And exhale, fold over the legs and we come upright all the way, arms overhead, and draw prayerful hands into your heart. Pause for a breath. Rooting your feet on the exhalation to inhale the arms, widened up, forward bend. Halfway up, breath in, downward dog, breath out. Plank pose, breath in, and lower down all the way, exhaling. Good, this time the arms behind, can you clasp them? Draw the shoulders back, lift the chest. Good, and let's keep the feet down this time. Looking down as we get a nice upper body lift. Shoulders drawing back, squeeze the shoulder blades. One more rising, inhale, and hands to the ground. Exhale, curl the toes, and you know what to do. Pushing back, meeting up in downward dog. Now it's the right leg. Inhale, bring it up. Aim your foot to the front of the mat. And follow with your left foot to the standing forward bend. Halfway up. Fold over the legs and come all the way upright. Arms overhead into your heart. Pause here for a breath. And another one. On the exhale, feel how your feet can ground. And this inhale, we wave the arms wide and up. Forward bend. Halfway up. Into downward dog. Plank on in. And lower all the way down. Good. Clasping hands as we did. Lift the chest. Really open upper body. Drawing the arms back. Good. Let's take the right leg just a little way up. Left leg joins. Stay here with both legs lifted. And one more deep breath in. And exhale, hands pressed down, toes curl under, and we head back to downward dog. And letting your breath find its equilibrium. As the breath does that, the heart does it too. And your left leg, take it up. High, step it to the front. Follow with your right. Halfway up, breath in. Fold. The exhale, and all the way up. Reach overhead and prayer pose. Nice, everyone. So let's take a wide stance along the length of the mat, bringing a block to the midline. And we take a nice wide stance with the parallel feet. And really root the outer edges, feel nice and tall here. And then roll the arms open. Inhale, stretch up. On the exhale, as we've been doing, dive forward. All the way down and bring your hands to the block. Lifting your chest for the halfway up. And then exhale, fold. So the elbows might bend and we go a little deeper. Crown of the head towards the ground. Or the block. Keep drawing your hips and thighs back. Now, straightening the arms. Drawing your hips and sit bones back, rooting your parallel feet. Adding a twist to the upper body so your right hand stays, hips stay. Inhale your left arm and your ribs in that direction. Look up at that hand. Exhale, bring it back to the block. Other side. So keep your hips steady as we take the upper body to open and take it back. So we can go slowly, alternating sides, keeping the awareness that the sit bones are both pressing into that imaginary wall as we have this nice mobility in the upper body. Much as we do when we're seated and twisting, we keep the sit bones rooted. So we don't have actually a physical place to root. So we use the imagination that there's a wall there. Breath supported, moving into the twist. And as your hand lowers again, stay at center and push your block forward and your hips back. And take some long, slow breaths here. So we've rotated the spine, now we're lengthening it. Good. Now we'll draw the block back. Straighten the arms. Bring your heels in a little bit. Ball of the feet out a little bit. Bend both knees. Press the feet down. Push away from the block and raise your arms up. We're in this double lunge. And then on an exhale, sit down a little deeper through the knees and the elbows. We're in goddess pose. That's it. Double squat. Inhale, straighten the legs and the arms. And on the exhale, as we bend, pull your belly, core muscles in. Om 1. And Om 2. Inward contraction. And 3. 2 to go. Keeping your knees pointing over the toes. Last one. Nice. And now we'll keep the legs. Bring your hands to your thighs and be leaning forward a little bit in the trunk. Good. Now it's the upper body twisting again. Your right knee, no, your right shoulder dipping into the middle. And bring it back. And you take the left, dipping in and back. And the first side and back. Legs keep working. Exhale, dip in, turn the trunk. Maybe we go a little deeper each time. Have we got enough to do one more each way? Let's try. Well done, everyone. Coming back to center. Press your feet down. Straighten the legs. Come up. Parallel your feet. Nice. And walk your feet in. Coming to stand here in the center of the mat. And feel this tall yet relaxed, alert, balanced state that we've arrived at in this moment. Feel it, let it in, let it feel good. Great. So we've got the feet parallel. And root the feet deeply. Let's take a chair pose. So the arms inhale forward. And then exhale, lean a little forward. Pull your hips back. Activate your core, sitting down. Push the hips forward as we straighten the legs. Inhale, get tall. And back to chair pose. Inhale to straight. And chair pose. 1 to go. Good. And so this time, as we come into chair pose, bring your hands to prayer pose. It's going to be a little twist. So bringing now your right elbow over your left knee. Can you hook over? Press the palms down. Again, the sitting bones are glued into that imaginary wall. So the hips stay steady. Couple more breaths, hands pressing to get a nice upper body rotation. Nice. On the exhale, bring your hands to your hips, so we're squared to the center. And inhale, come upright, press your hips forward, straighten the legs. And here we are to feel the reverberations of all that. It's really good that we're doing this. It's really good. Staying mobile. as the years fly by, keeping this body moving. So great. We have to do second side, so are you ready? Inhale the arms forward, sit down in chair, exhale. Straighten up, inhale. Exhale, sitting down. And inhale up. Sit down, chair pose. And straighten up. And chair pose now to stay. Prayer pose, hands at the heart. And our twist is the other way. So your left elbow over your right knee. Good. And press the palms to turn your trunk to keep your sit bones glued to the imaginary wall. Looking good, everyone. Steady, strong legs. Lovely. Now, this exhale, release your hands to the center line. Maybe you've got that block there. Straighten the legs, holding the block for the flat back. And then exhale, deep forward fold over the block with the legs towards or all the way straight. And take 3 breaths here in the relaxing forward bend. Good. So now we're going to push away from the blocks, little bend in the knees, root the feet, hands to hips to inhale, standing tall. Wow. Great. Good. Are you ready for one more standing pose? We've kind of prepped for this a little bit. So we'll use a block on each side of the feet for eagle pose, which is a balance pose, but we can also do it with the blocks as assist. All right, so we've prepped the hips, we've prepped the quads. Bend your knees. Shift your weight to your left foot, raise your right knee, and cross your standing leg, and bring your foot to the block. And it's a navigation of balance. The standing knee bends, and we go deep as we did in the chair pose. Now we're a little leaned forward, and we're going to add the arms. So the opposite arm is on top. Cross your arms, wrap them, and bring your thumb knuckle to your third eye. And keep steady now as we squeeze the buttocks in, draw the belly in. Inward contraction, hold steady. Keep your breath flowing. Great, now to come out, root the standing foot, undo the arms, inhale, rise. Coming out of the eagle pose and stand tall. Good. I love that yoga pose. It's a hard one. This morning we watched a bald eagle fly over the lake. Just so magnificent. Lovely moment in nature. Let's take second side. So, same feet position. Bend the knees. We're going to wrap that other leg over. Step into your right foot and wrap your left thigh across, squeezing your thighs, using the block for the ball of the foot. Good. Squeeze your thighs. Great. Lovely to see some of you doing this without the block. It's so good to keep your balance going. The wingspan spreads, the arms cross the other way, and squeeze in. Squeeze in. Hold steady. Beautiful, everyone. And coming out, unravel. Spread the wings and land. And come back to tall and steady breath flow. Nice. Triangle pose, our last standing pose. Feel free to use blocks, or I prefer to just rest my hand on the shin. So we'll take a wide stance. Let's go out to your right leg, left heel, hips squared to the front, as are the shoulders. Big spreading arms, breath in, root feet, and over we go. So the hips go one way, the trunk goes the other. And we find where we can be and try to have your arms in a nice long line. And breathe. Strong, straight legs feel good after those chair poses where the quads had to work hard. Lovely stretch, easy breathing. Good, root the feet to come up. And release your arms and take your legs the other way. Rooting down. Spreading and widening and talling. Come on over into Trikonasana, second side. And so this is where we can feel the stabilizing and how the breath can steady us on other levels. Steady breath builds a steady heart, both figuratively and on an energetic level. A steady heart supports us. Please root your feet and catch the inhale to come upright. And relax the arms. It's parallel the feet, a little closer in. One more forward bend. Lift your heart, exhale, come forward. And your arms reaching wide and forward and your hips drawing back. And the relaxed breath. And draw your hands back to your hips. Root your feet, strong core, inhale up. And stand tall. Standing mountain pose. Nice, everyone. Come onto your back now, hug your knees in, and we'll do a little twist before we relax. So as you lie down all the way, lovely moment to arrive. The wide arms, the hips slightly right of center with the right leg over. Drop your knees leftwards. And this is the softening. This is the easing of all the harder poses, more muscularly oriented working poses. We're starting to soften and move into this grace. Deep ease, knowing we're in the right place. And all is well. Resting in that knowing. Draw the knees back up, take second side. With your left leg over, hips a little left of center, over we go to the right with the knees and the hips, softening even more, letting the shoulders adjust. Your facial muscles release and soften and relax. So now we bring the knees back up, rearrange the body from the center line into final relaxation. Getting really comfy with the support that you like. And it really matters that we give ourselves over to this complete relaxation. This is the integrating phase of our practice. And it happens on a deep level without our doing anything but resting, letting go deeply, to be breathed, to fall away. In this restful place in your mind's eye, from where you are on the planet, let your mind go to the eastern horizon and the appearance slowly over the horizon of the full moon. Beautiful full moon in the month of Sagittarius, in the moon in Gemini. Both luminaries at their fullness, equal in size. In our imagination, witnessing this beautiful, recurring, and yet never the same full moon on this evening. And so, beautiful yogis, invite you to stay and rest as long as you wish. We'll be closing a little earlier as we have a date with the moonrise. So, blessings, gratitude to you, and namaste.